Welcome back. The president of the Cicero Minibus Association says minibus operators are actively seeking to get on the vaccination train. Very early on, some associations had clamored for operators to be classified as frontline workers in order to be given priority for the vaccine. President Vianney Lubin says ensuring the safety of members during the pandemic remains a top priority.
We have had discussions with NCOPT right now. I'm just heading to the office right now to speak with Mr. Ferdinand. What we're trying to do is to try and allocate a place just like other organizations are doing, so to have the persons that are doing the vaccination come to us. So we're trying to set up a place so that they could come to us, so we won't have to go to the different communities and take the long line. So it will only especially be for drivers, all those that are interested in taking the vaccine. I myself have already registered to take the vaccine, so I am going to take the vaccine.
He says the matter remains a keenly debated topic among the membership of the NCOPT. He says skepticism and misinformation are still issues that have to be contended with.
Well, we have mixed reactions when it comes to the vaccine. Some persons have agreed to take the vaccine and some persons have decided to pass.
Lubin urges more public sensitization on the safety and effectiveness of COVID-19 vaccines, given the continued hesitancy by some. He says people need easy access to accurate information and calls for the messages to be tailored to various sections of society. Meanwhile, the president of the Vendors Association is echoing calls for more education and public sensitization about the COVID-19 vaccine.
There are more information out there about conspiracy theories and so on about the vaccine than actual factual information. So I think a better job must be done in terms of informing people as to exactly what it is. Our vendors are very skeptical. They are not well informed as to the makeup of the vaccine. The whole people are afraid of the information they're getting about repercussion, consequence, and so on and so forth.
The St. Lucia Crisis Center is lending its support to female inmates at the Bordelais Correctional Facility. This as a means of positively influencing the inmates and developing their personal abilities. As part of International Women's Day, a virtual workshop was held under the theme Supporting Our Women Towards Rehabilitation in collaboration with the BCF. Nisha Charles tells us more.
The St. Lucia Crisis Center collaborated with the Bordelais Correctional Facility in observance of International Women's Day to put on a virtual workshop in support of women as they move towards rehabilitation. The Crisis Center is cognizant of the fact that rehabilitation and social integration are important in supporting women who are incarcerated. Lancia Isidore is the managing director of the Crisis Center.
Most times, this special group of women are in a mentally disturbed condition on entry, and on leaving, it is so important that we prepare them to deal with the public. Having been separated from their families, etc., there is also the social stigma attached to the inmates after being released, especially the females. So they must be prepared to deal with social acceptance, and in order to do so, they must be rehabilitated.
As part of the activity, the inmates were given care packages, corsages, and snack boxes, along with feature presentations which were made by members of the Crisis Center. From all reports, the gesture was welcomed.
The presenters included our counselor and social worker who focused on depression and meditation, in addition to Reverend Eleanor Glasgow of the Anglican Church, who delivered the feature address, a very moving presentation that really encouraged and motivated the group, and that was expressed in the closing remarks by one of the female inmates.
International Women's Day 2021 was held under the theme Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World. For the Hot 7 News, Nisha Charles reporting.
Stay with us. There's more news after the break.